thing that I have discovered on my time of making videos and kind of getting movie reviews out there and opinions out there is that not everybody's going to like the way you do it. Nobody's going to agree with what you say, and that's okay. Over the past year, I have just learned to accept that and move on and deal with it the way that I do. I really don't care. But then you get to movies like Die, My Love, and you already know from what you say that you're going to be in the minority. Now, this film stars Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson about a couple that moves to a Montana farmhouse, ultimately away from what they're used to. And this is where you kind of begin to see the crazy, in a sense, begin. Jennifer Lawrence in this movie is exceptional. I have to point that out right away because as you watch this film, she is the solid foundation that you have. Because as you watch this movie, there's really not a solid foundation of what the storyline is supposed to be. I get it. It's about change. I get it. It's about going through all of these different situations in your life. But there's really not a solid point as to why all of these magical things happen when they do. Now, back to Jennifer Lawrence. She is an exceptional job of taking on the role of Grace, somebody that just had a baby, just experienced the move, and ultimately begins to go crazy. Now, as you watch this movie, Jennifer Lawrence is crawling on the ground awkwardly. She is driven sexually with her husband, and ultimately, she begins just acting out of the sorts. It was kind of ridiculous to watch, but she does it so well. Now, Robert Pattinson is kind of taking on that husband role of he is involved right at the beginning, but then you kind of, as the movie goes on, you see that start to fade away. And I don't know if it's really because of how crazy Grace is becoming or it's just the overall changes in his own life. Now, as you sit and watch this movie, you really have to understand what is being told on the screen. Jennifer Lawrence is going through the changes. There's changes in their life sexually. And ultimately, there's a new baby. Now, with this, you start to kind of see these hallucinations. You see a guy on a motorcycle that is coming and going. You see a relationship with her mother-in-law where she just witnesses her own husband basically end it. And that's where you start to see that maybe something is up with the town. Now, I have to admit, when it comes to this movie, there were many times that I wanted to walk out. Storyline-wise, I didn't get it. Acting-wise, it was there. Now, one thing that has to be pointed out is for about 7 to 10 minutes, you have a dog. It's right in the middle of the movie. You have a dog that just does nothing but bark that entire time. At some point, you start to wonder, is this dog going to ever, one, shut up, but two, run away so you don't have to listen to it anymore? And so while I looked at the screen and was watching the story being told on the screen, many ways it almost felt like a psychological experiment for the viewer. Because as you watch all of the things taking place, you yourself start to draw these conclusions about what is truly happening on the screen. But then I think the bad part is, as good of a movie that this could have been with how solid the acting was, I found myself thinking, one, when is it going to end? But two, when was the main point of this movie going to come in? And that's unfortunate because for me, even the little bits of dry comedy that you get, Jennifer Lawrence excels. You still find yourself wondering, where is the big, haha, this is it moment? For me, it never came. I wanted to walk out of the theater a few times because, one, of the dog, but two, I just did not find this movie interesting. And I know for a fact from early reviews, I am in the minority when it comes to that. A lot of people enjoyed it, and that is perfectly fine. But for me, Die My Love is a 2 out of 5. This is a movie that I will not watch again, even as solid as the acting was. And I think, as I said, Jennifer Lawrence is exceptional in this movie, but there's no story other than a woman in a relationship going crazy and the surroundings around her are crazy. It just was not for me. So Die My Love for me is a 2 out of 5. If you are a fan of either of the actors, you're probably going to find yourself seeing this. But I do recommend just wait until the streaming hits. But Die My Love is out now. If you want to go see it, go see it. But you may want to get there soon because I've already seen the times are dwindling down. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you all as we approach 1,000 subscribers. Stay tuned for Regal's Mystery Movie tomorrow, and I will talk to you all later.